Stick me back a little bit too. Howdy folks, Gator Chris here. I just want to introduce myself. Full name is Chris Stevens. Name Gator Chris came up because I was, let me start over. I hate that. Howdy folks, Gator Chris here. Just want to take a second to introduce myself. Full name is Chris Stevens. The Gator Chris was given to me by a friend a long time ago whenever we had an alligator hung up underneath the water and I had to jump in the water and get him unhung. And the guy told me that day I was as mean as a gator and definitely as tough as one, so they started calling me Gator Chris, and it's stuck ever since. Gator Squad was kind of born from that. It was born because a squad is the closest, smallest group of unit you have in the military.
This is your loading area call. If you are planning on getting on this plane, I need you to be in the loading area.
A squad is the lowest unit of members you have in a military unit. It's the guys that are the closest to you, the guys you train with the most, the guys that you depend on whenever you take fire, whenever things get rough, or whenever things go south. These are the guys that you depend on to go into battle and to have your back no matter what. That's what a squad is. So Gator Squad was kind of born because it's a close group of initially friends and family, and we were out doing population control on ranches throughout southeast Texas. Through that, born, what we have today with Christy and I, where our primary mission is conservation and education. We do population control, and we do other means in helping to manage the overall population of alligators. But our primary purpose now, and Gator Squad's primary purpose, is education and teaching the truth about coexistence strategies, because people can safely live with these animals, as we well know. So Gator Squad has evolved from, being a group of guys and gals out hunting them, to a group of individuals dedicated to help and teach the truth and to teach some neighbors coexistence strategies so they can live amongst alligators and not have any issues or problems. Let's see. Christy and I first started working together, I don't know, hold on, back up. How long has it been? Almost 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Christy and I have been working together for about 2 years. Her name was on a list given to me by the Alligator program director at the time and asked to reach out to some new nuisance hunters that were in my area. I had a pretty large territory at the time as the program was new and just evolving what it is today. Her name was on a list and with 4 or 5 other folks, and I called them all, and she's the only one that really showed up and kept showing up and kept showing up, wanting to learn and not willing to get dirty and do what it takes to get out there and catch alligators, fighting the mosquitoes and the Texas heat. Oh Lord, it gets hot sometimes beside these ponds. And you have to have the number one thing whenever you start to decide to do this. You have to have the will and desire to do it, and you have to have the bravery to be able to jump in and get it done. Those aren't things that anybody can teach you. Those are things that have to come from within inside of you. And I saw that whenever I was first working with Christy on an alligator scene. I saw that she really cared about the animals, and she was there to make a difference. She wasn't there just to make money or to get famous. It was truly to make a difference with the animals, and and that's what drew me to her, I think, a lot initially. Something surprising that came to me before the big Godzilla moment and Christy blew up on the internet with her great catch in Home Depot was I saw her cradling an alligator, kind of like you just saw with Halo, cradling an alligator on the side of a pond, talking to this alligator like it was her baby, literally. And I saw the connection there on the side of the pond. And I looked at her that day and told her she was going to be the voice for these animals, and the voice is needed to make some change because there's a big misperception about these animals. So it's good that we have good fresh voices and faces and people really concerned for the animals, and we're approaching it in a manner that's always best for the safety of the animal, safety of the people first, safety of the animal second, conservation and education immediately after that. So it's great whenever we can teach people to leave these animals in place. It was great to meet somebody like Christy that had a true heart for the animals and a true desire and to be brave enough to get out there and do it. On that note, it's on the camera, Christy gives off a nice, sweet demeanor and bubbly and laughing and smiles. And I have seen that girl catch a 12.5-foot, 800-pound alligator and laugh her way through it. And I've seen her tossed out of a plane and laugh her way through it. She doesn't get shaken. She's an extremely brave girl. And in my opinion, that makes her a badass. So, Gator Chris, over and out. Rawr! That'll make Lev happy. He wanted me to say specifically a badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Say, oh, I said it there, Lev. How you happy? You heard all of that.
I thought it was your true feeling.
It is. I do think you're a badass. But he wanted me to use that particular word.
Okay.
I may have used a different word, but you know, badass works just as well. Hey, there's no other people, men or female, out there with me and her doing it every single day. So it pretty much makes us both badasses.
That's right.
But she's a girl out there doing it. Not quite half my weight, maybe a little over half my weight out there jumping on these gators just like me. So, you know, I have a little bit more of an advantage. I guess that's got him all. Okay, Lev. Hope that's good.
Bye, Lev.
Peace out. I sent him all the nature